Hello and welcome to The Green Card with me, Katie Green. This week I am speaking to the amazing, beautiful Emily Laing, and we're talking about Harry Potter and new booze, and I'm so here for it. So comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, dear listeners. Hello. My name is Emily Laing. I'm 5'3.5".
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful.
I live in London with my cat, Mickey.
Love your cat.
You met Mickey, didn't you?
I love Mickey.
Lucky Mickey. I host the podcast, Why Do You Think You've Got No Friends?
It's amazing.
Which Katie Green has been a guest on, and now I am here today.
Yes, and that is where we met, and it was so beautiful. Like I was telling you earlier, it's always nerve-wracking when you haven't met someone and you're doing something that's so vulnerable.
What's your biggest emotional wound?
Yeah, but it's also like I remember leaving the podcast and being like, have we been friends forever?
Yeah.
Like, and it feels like that, and it's such a beautiful feel. There's nothing more beautiful than that. Yeah. And I just love gals being gals.
Gals being gals.
So gal time. But okay, so you're getting better. Mm-hmm. You endometriosis.
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. It's endometriosis. For those who don't know, who are listening, endometriosis is a condition where the lining of the womb grows outside of the womb. It's a very, very painful condition, and it can really it can't be cured, but it can be managed by surgery. So I have that, which is maybe very sick. Then I think I got COVID. I'm fairly certain I got COVID for like the 900th time.
Going up again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's making a comeback.
Yeah, making a comeback, baby.
It's so 2020.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So retro. And then I got some kind of vomiting bug.
Okay.
Which was awesome. And then I'm also in the process of the first time in 8 years of coming off of my antidepressants.
Okay.
So, and that has a lot of side effects.
Yeah. Physical, mental, everything?
All of it.
Yeah.
And I think often I was like, I feel like I'm moving through sludge. Like I can't walk in my brain. If people were saying things to me, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And you get sort of brain zaps, and you feel really exhausted, and you feel sort of like you get that flu feeling. So I think it's just been like a culmination of stuff, which just means I've been like under the weather for quite a long time. My energy levels have been really bad. But now I'm coming out of it. I've got like a bit of a cold, but this bit of a cold, I'm like, you are fucking killing it.
Oh my God, that's so, okay, so off the antidepressants, you've made that decision for what reasons behind it?
I think I've been on them for so long. I've been taking pills for, it's 23 now, so it's nearly 10 years.
Yeah.
I've been on them. And I think there was a very long period of time where I did really need a kind of cast to be able to help me. And I remember someone quite close to me last summer said, I wish that I could take a pill that just makes me happy every day. And I was like, you think that's what it does? No. It's a pill that like literally means that you can function.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you like ecstatically happy. It just means that you can kind of you can take the bins out maybe.
Yeah.
And I think with the amount of growth that has happened in the last coming up to 19 months now.
Yeah.
So I'll be 19 months sober on the 18th of this month.
Woo! Yay!
And I think just like with the amount of growth that's happened in that time, the amount of self-awareness, the amount of reflection, the amount of compassion and sort of ridding of guilt and of shame, I've just been like, you know what? I just want to see if I can do it.
Yeah.
I just want to see if I can be okay.
Yeah.
And other than the side effects of, feeling really exhausted and the brain zaps, it's like you sort of get a little like electric shock in your brain. And like kind of a little bit mood swingy, but nothing terrible. I mean, also for any woman, I feel like if you go, there's a mood swing, then people are like, yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's not novel. It's not really touching the sides. It's just like, okay, it's a thing. I'll get over it.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's been fine. I'm feeling good. Also, and I don't know how far we can go, but
are you gonna say that you're horny again?
Yeah. Not just that. I have not in my life ever been able to orgasm with just
Penetration.
penile penetration.
Oh my God.
Cut to it.
Wait. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I love this for you.
Oh my God. I love this for me too.
That
I
is
love it.
so exciting.
Incredible.
I think it's so weird when you think about how much these pills can really. I've just gone off birth control, which is like it's not anywhere near antidepressant, but it's still something that's affecting your hormones.
Yeah, for
And when you've been taking it for so long, you don't realize who you are without it. And then when you take it out, it's like, whoa, this is what natural feels like.
I think like I just kind of resigned myself to the feeling that I was just like that I just don't do it easy. I'm just I'm a tricky customer. That's it. I was going, I'm a tricky customer.
Yes.
That's bad.
Wait, that is so interesting because I feel this. I feel a lot of shame with it.
Yeah,
like
so much shame.
Yeah, I was like, oh God, you'll get him next time, partner. Like.
God, don't you give up.
Yeah, you were so close to the finish line. Almost there. Don't worry about it. No one else can do it either.
It's not just you, but you made a good effort.
Yeah, you.
It's like throwing fucking croquet balls, and like one goes like, woo, and the next one goes, woo, and like you beat that guy.
It is that. It's like, oh, you missed the mark. Oh, it does very much.
Close. Roll up. Place your bets.
Ooh, tipping just over the edge. It's like tipping point. That's what it does. That is what trying to get me to come feels like. It's like
no, it's not gonna happen.
No.
Oh,
the next person.
Oh fuck! I forgot I changed Mickey's letter. Shit! Oh, it's gone now. Bye.
It's with a flood of other thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm never fully comfortable. There's always things where I'm like, why is that on my mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always, it's just like, it's like, yeah. God, I'm trying to think of the last time that I was thinking of things just, or, I think it's the worst thing. I'm like, is this going to ruin our friendship? Like,
oh God.
Oh no.
Someone's going to be so annoyed that this has happened.
Oh God. Yeah.
Sorry,
God, I've got to tell somebody right now.
Yeah. I really got to talk to my mom.
Yeah. What's my mom going to say about this?
I just had our conversation last time, which to this day still makes me laugh so much. If you have sexted me, you've sexted my 10 closest friends and my mum. The amount of screenshots on my phone being like, look at this.
The screenshots are like, I once had like a guy being like, you do what? And I'm like, you must know. You must know.
It's everywhere.
I mean, we all do it. I mean, I have screenshots of like somebody I have a little crush right now. And I was messaging being like, oh, are we still on? And he responded, always. And I'm like, as the Harry Potter fan, I'm like,
oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he's the one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, I'm like, he probably has no like act like what? But I'm like, he said always. He said the word. That makes every Harry Potter fan just be like, oh my God. Oh my God, I screenshotted it. I'm like, should I make this my background? Like, always.
New profile picture.
Yeah, new profile picture. Ooh. Sending it to everybody. Like, but what does this mean? I'm like, do you not remember?
Yeah. That's fucking amazing.
Oh God, yeah. Screenshot everything.
Everything.
I'm
gonna make a book about it.
Yeah.
I was at one point. I can't do it anymore because guys, I'm so sorry, but girl does not have Hinge or Raya anymore.
Ooh.
Cause she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah, she does.
Literally the first time in like healthy days, which is amazing. But we can talk more about it.
Ooh.
But I was in the days before with Hinge, I was screenshotting all of the fucking zingers that came through.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just want to make like either a bit of art or I can print all these out and make some kind of collage. Or just do like an Instagram
yes
reel of all of these things being like, Like, guys,
Yeah.
why do you think that saying, oh, love those shorts, want to see what's underneath? What part of you makes you think that I'm going to go, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had one guy being like, do you want to come over and wear a skirt with no panties? And I was like, okay.
What time?
No, but I'm like, what?
Always.
Wait, yeah, always. Yeah. It's just always with my golden snitch panties. This is what you wanted, right? Come and find it.
Can you catch it? It's tricky.
Yeah, I used to really want a golden snitch tattooed on my inner thigh.
Fuck yeah.
Because I thought that'd be like, so like where is it?
Yeah.
Who gets to find it?
The snitch.
Ooh. Wow, what a great seeker. That's my type.
Yeah, I love a seeker.
Yeah. Ooh, wow, God.
No, I think I'd really fancy a chaser. If you were on the Quidditch team, what position would you be?
Keeper.
Really?
Yeah. That was a position I played in soccer/football.
I thought you were going to say Quidditch.
Yeah. No.
That was the position that I played.
You know what? My university had a Quidditch team. Yeah. I always felt not cool enough to be on it. It's like, fuck, you guys are so cool.
Oh my God, they're the coolest.
They're the coolest. They're the coolest. I'm like, God, I just want to play. I just want to play with the big league.
Oh my God. See the quaffle. I don't know. I think like...
What about you?
To be honest, if I know I wouldn't be on it really because I'm not a naturally gifted. If I was going to be anyone, I'd be the seeker,
Right?
Because my main skill in sports that I was really quick. I was a very fast runner. Ran for Berkshire.
Ooh,
Big time Berkshire.
flex.
But I was always really quick, but I was really bad at catching things, and catching things is the main thing. I was really bad at hitting things and I was bad at catching things, and that's basically all the Quidditch is hitting and catching and flying.
Right.
And I can do none of them.
I feel like I could also be like Luna Lovegood with the Gryffindor.
Oh, 100%.
That'd be
with I can
like
see you with that though.
Yeah, I was a super fan.
Yeah.
I was once on Sports Illustrated Super Fan of the Week. No big deal.
I don't want to intimidate you. But I was on Sports.
Yeah. Super fan.
Sorry. Super
Yeah,
fan.
super fan, because I made heart-shaped signs for all the basketball players for Valentine's Day.
Oh my God, which team was that?
UCLA.
Obviously. How old were you?
When
you got the super fan of the week?
Oh, I was about 23, I'd say.
That's good. I was really hoping.
23 to 25. You were hoping it was going to be like 18?
No, I was really hoping it was going to be like, I was like 28.
Yeah, 28, yeah.
I thought you were going to say I was like 15. But it's better.
Yeah, no, I was pretty eccentric.
Yeah. Did you get their attention?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, my God. Oof. God, also I was always on the big screen.
You ever is there such thing as the kiss cam? Is that a real thing?
They do a kiss cam. I was never on the kiss cam. No one to kiss around.
Such a you.
Maybe just like popping up in different places next to attractive people, like kiss cam. Here I am. Wait, this is so weird. Is this my seat too?
The only thing that's our only point of reference is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're watching basketball and there is a kiss cam.
Oh yeah, a kiss cam. Oh God. That'd be cute to be on the kiss cam.
Speaking of Hogwarts, I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy.
Adulthood.
So you can choose your house, which just feels really...
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of feels lame.
Yeah, like you get sorted, but then the sorting out basically goes, if you don't want to be in Hufflepuff, like you can be in Gryffindor if you want. To be fair, I did get sorted into Gryffindor, so...
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Made sure of that.
Yeah. Of course. Refresh, Pottermore, refresh.
You can't be right! Apart from my boyfriend, I made him do it.
Yeah.
And he got Slytherin. Fine. And nothing wrong with being Slytherin. They're just ambitious, but he got Slytherin. And his Patronus was a rat. That's a red flag.
That is a bit of a red flag.
Yeah.
Patronus being a rat.
Patronus being a rat. And
Slytherin, we can make
do.
Yeah.
They're
but
just
a
ambitious.
rat.
A rat. Do you know what your Patronus is?
I don't know what my Patronus is.
Oh my God.
I guess like what would my Patronus be, like based on Pottermore or
Yeah, well,
or I'd
like
say
on What I think there's two things, because on Pottermore my Patronus is a Tonkinese cat,
oh,
but I don't know what it would be in the real life.
in my real life it'd be an alligator.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with alligators.
Oh, and they move so fast as well.
They move so. I just love seeing them move. I just love seeing them.
Shuffle.
Yeah, and I find them so sweet, even though they're troubled creatures.
Are they dangerous?
Yes. 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 But when they're babies, they're so cute. I love a baby alligator.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to squeeze them.
I want to squeeze that little tummy.
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm.
I think an alligator is a really good one. I feel like they're misunderstood creatures.
They are.
Like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that mine would be like a raptor.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
It wouldn't at all, because I'm far too meek. It would. I'd like it to be a raptor. It would probably be like a koala.
Oh, that'd be quite cute.
It would be very. I'm really falling into it. It's so bad, and it's my feminism is terrible. But like, sometimes when men turn around, they go, "You're just a little tiny tot koala." I'm like, "Yes, I am." It's fucking foul.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so boyfriend.
My boy. Yeah.
Okay, do we want to talk about it? What's the?
I do, because he's wonderful.
Where did you meet?
He slid into my DMs. This is the story of how we met.
Okay.
I saw a picture of him on my friend's Instagram. My friend put up a story and put a photo of them together. And I sent her a message saying, "Who is bleep bleep? And does he like small brunettes with with trauma problems?" I think it was either trauma issues or trauma disorders. Does he like small brunettes with trauma disorders? And she went, "He probably does, yeah, but like I don't know if he's in the place." Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Cool, man." And I was like, left it. Lo and behold, I'd say it was maybe 24 hours later, got this message going, and all it said was, "Hey." And I was like, "What's up?" But he is very, very gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very, very, very lovely. And I think one good thing to talk about in terms of relationships, I was saying this to my best mate a couple of days ago, that like, I created something in my head that I was like, this is the person that I'm going to be with.
Right.
This person wears glasses maybe 60% of the time, has like a range of nice knitwear.
Okay.
And, like possibly plays the piano.
Oh.
Like that was in my head. I was like, that's probably what it will be like.
Yeah.
I imagine. And then this guy came along and I was like, oh fuck.
Not that. No knitwear in sight.
Not that. But I adore you.
Isn't that so weird though?
Yeah.
I was speaking about this in therapy actually today, about the whole concept of having our type and having it be like that kind of like pullback of being like, well, this is not my type, but I like this.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what do you do with it?
Yeah.
You know? And
going, oh, do I like this just because it's like new and novel, or going, oh no, you're actually really great.
Right.
And I sort of didn't think you were going to be great. I didn't think this was going to be anything, or not anything, but I didn't know. And really, I preach a lot about getting what we need as opposed to what we want.
Right.
And my assistant producer, shout out, Jess Saunders, wonderful, wonderful woman. We did an episode of Why Do You Think You Got No Friends? And afterwards, and she does like witchcrafty stuff.
Yeah.
Which is something I've never really partaken in. But I have burnt sage around my house, and I will say I've never seen a single ghost in there, and I can only assume it's a sage what's done that.
Of course.
But she brought all her witch stuff because she was like, we'll just like play around. We're just gonna do a little play, because
okay.
she did my tarot cards, and there was something about temperance, and about this third road. You have these two ideas of roads, and you can see them both very clearly, but there is this other avenue that needs to be taken, but you just don't know what it looks like.
Okay.
And she did this spell and it was really sweet. And we like filled up a little bottle with I had dried rose petals for my brother's wedding and some salt and some eggshell, and it was like about rebirth and love and blah, blah, blah. And then we sealed it with wax. It was like a really cute little thing, and I've got it on my mantelpiece at home. And it was about going for the highest good, of going what you need, not what you want.
Right. And
that was 3 days before this guy slid into my DMs.
Oh my God.
And Jess does take full credit. So
yeah, like, my God. Yeah, that's...
Look what I did.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I think there's so much in sobriety and in all of this just about surrender and going and not trying to control the narrative and not trying to, of letting go of this image that we have.
Surrender is a really good choice of words.
Surrender is
because
such a good
it
word. Does
feel like we want to control so much of and to have that be like, because that makes it doable. That makes it more feasible when we're in control of everything.
Oh yeah.
And the surrendering aspect.
Just surrender.
And so that's what you did.
Yeah. Literally just went, surrender. All right. And it's still like early days, but I haven't been with someone. I think I've been at people at very like opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of like their ways of reacting to me, because I was and if you've been on my Instagram, I literally have like in my profile it says like #CPTSD, which is complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Like I got these things going on, and they're managed, but they do sometimes like rear their heads. And I've been with people in the past who have almost enjoyed that. I know what my role is and I get to take care of you, and I've fully lent into that. Yeah. But then if I'm doing okay, they don't really know how to be, and therefore it becomes like cloying and it doesn't work. We only operate on like one level. And then I've had other people on the opposite end of it who are just like, you're fucking crazy. You're a crazy person. You belong in a psych ward. Cut to. No, I wasn't a psych ward. It wasn't quite. It was just plain old rehab. But and so it's like that two things. And then last week I had a panic attack, which is the first time in a really long time. And in my brain, in my rational brain was going, you know that you're okay. You know that this isn't what's happening. You know you're projecting, but my nervous system, which is still so wobbly and so sort of like one of those things you used to have with kids, like I don't think they use as like stress things now, where like you could just like tie them up into knots. They're kind of like these metal toy band things that you can put into a ball or stretch out. Okay. And I feel like my nervous system is just a little bit like that. It's just on its way of being untangled. It's sort of like a ball of wool. Like it can be untangled, but it's just there are a couple of little bumps in there. And so rationally I was going, I know that I'm okay. I know that that I'm fine. I know that this isn't happening again. My nervous system was like, fuck, like red alert, bam, 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 like you're in danger. So I started having this panic attack, and he was out. And when I told him what was happening, he tried to call me, and I was like, I really can't talk. I can't catch my breath. I know this is irrational. I know. And I was trying to sort of soften this blow of going, I'm really not doing well. But he came home straight away, and the way that he reacted was unlike anything I've ever really experienced, because it wasn't this like savior complex of someone going, I'm going to rescue you, and oh my God, and then you're going to lie in my arms. And that's what it's been like in before, and I have really enjoyed that in the moment, but then it's been weird. Or the thing of going, I'm not fucking coming home when you're crazy. But he came home and sort of just like sat and sort of like watched me. And his watching and his just sort of being there and his almost like sheer curiosity of the situation was kind of amazing, because he wanted to understand what was happening. He wanted to get it and listen, but he also didn't know what to do, so didn't make any assumptions of what to do. And it was actually really great, and it really helped me calm down, because having to go, this is happening, I'm feeling this, blah, 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 meant that I sort of came back to the present. And it was weird, because and after that I was like, oh, well done. But
I think that's also a nice contrast to feel when you felt the other
like things. Opposite ends of the spectrum. And suddenly this thing lying in grey area that I was like,
Right. Because there's shame with both of those things of like someone being like, you're crazy. But then someone being like, I got to fix this. Because then you feel internally like, oh, I need to be fixed. I need to be fixed.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, this is going to happen. It's happening.
Yeah.
And it'll stop happening when it does. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And he was great. I mean, the next day he did say, you look like something out of The Exorcist. And I was like, you don't fucking say that again. You fucking come at me with that shit. But he was really, really great. And yeah, it was just like, I think dating and sobriety, I've talked about it quite a lot before. But this dating and sobriety thing, when being on things like Hinge or Ray or Theo, the big one, which I do suggest to everybody. I think it's great. But this thing of going, often when people find out that you don't drink, they get very like,
right.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
We can't like, how are we going to lubricate this situation to make it feel easier? And it has been quite a strange thing to navigate.
Right.
And also because on a first date, there is nothing honeying what's going on. You're very much very present.
Yeah.
You really have to be very in touch with what's going on and very present. If you're not, then you've got to go bail. But yeah, it's been a real ride in terms of dating and sobriety.
Yeah.
And I genuinely was resigned to the fact that I was like, probably never going to be in a relationship again.
I mean, I love how our minds just jump to that. Like I do that with my IBS. I'm like, this is the reason I'm alone. I'm like, there's no one who's gonna put up with this. There's no way. It's so, no, I don't have the money to have 2 toilets in a home. It's like, so it's like,
how can someone love me through this?
Yes, I that's every time. And it's like, I always spiral. Every time I'd have really bad IBS episodes, I'd just be on the toilet looking at who the last guy was seeing. I would be like, who does he follow that's better than me?
Does she have IBS?
Yeah, I bet she's not on the toilet right now. I bet she's fine in her bikini. I bet she's fucking fine. And then I would message him being like, you're just... Yeah. Why do you follow her? Just the most unhealthy relationship.
I bet she has 2 toilets and she doesn't even need them. That's slut.
It would like my brain just jumps to that.
But that's where it goes. You go there.
Yeah, my brain would just be like, oh, he's fucking someone right now because I am not able to.
Yeah, 100%. And that's all they want to do.
That's all I want to do. Yeah.
Oh man. Can I ask, this is a very personal question. What do you do? What do you look at when you're on the loo?
So when
I'll tell you what I do as well.
I think it's mainly, so I went through a really toxic phase of just literally, whenever I was on the toilet with the IBS episodes, I would just look at who he follows.
Right.
And I would just be like, wow, she's better looking than me. She's perfect, whatever. Now, I don't get good reception in the toilet, which is really ruined.
That is a blessing and a curse.
Which has really ruined everything. So most of my toilet time is me being like off Wi-Fi, on Wi-Fi, trying to get some type of...
Most of your toilet time is buffering.
Yeah,
it's so annoying.
It is so annoying. It is. Sometimes I'll read the news.
You need some good toilet literature.
Yeah. What's your toilet time?
I love Pinterest.
Oh, nice.
I go on Pinterest a lot and just look at either handmade ceramics.
Ooh.
Because I also teach pottery a couple of days a week. Please come down.
Yes.
And so I like looking. I'm going like, oh, I could try and make that. That would be fun. So I like doing that. I like looking at people who look like me and what their hair is doing.
Oh.
I find that really helpful.
Oh, specifically on the toilet?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I don't have a lot of time otherwise.
Yeah.
Because I struggle with my hair a lot. And to go, I really don't know how best to work this. So I might as well look at the famous people who look somewhat like me and see what they're up to.
Oh, yeah. And did you change your hair based on that?
No, I didn't actually. Or maybe I will. But I get mistaken for Lily James a lot in the street. Oh, the look of disappointment on people's faces when they realise I'm not her. It's fucking fantastic. There is a lot of people go like, and then like nudge the person next to them, and go, oh my fucking God, and then look back and go,
oh my God, that must be so difficult.
Yeah, but I do look at Lily's hair a lot and go like, oh, what's she doing with it? Which sounds weird because I do actually, I've met her before, so I probably shouldn't say that out loud. But I do that.
Okay.
And then I sometimes like read stuff. So it's precious time. But also Mickey loves to be in there.
Yes.
And he loves to be like on me.
While you're on the toilet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's stressful.
Yeah, really stressful.
Yeah.
And he likes to be like, I mean, he likes being about 2 inches from my face at all times. But we sat there and he'll be like, hello? What are you doing? Oh, did you see, he fell out the window.
I did not see that. Oh my God.
Mickey, the prick. I live on the 3rd floor, the second and third floors of this building. And the upstairs window, there is quite a slanted roof.
Right.
That window is always shut. And I had my friend staying. And so we were like, oh, we should like open up and air the room out. We shut the door. Somehow that little fucker managed to get through the door. I don't know how it happened, but he got in there and we were watching How to Win a Date with Chad Hamilton.
Oh God.
What a brilliant film.
What a good film.
What a film. We were watching How to Win a Date with Chad Hamilton and I was like, where is Mickey? Because usually he likes to be up in everybody's business.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't there. And went upstairs. And it was like something out of a sort of like 30s horror film where like the baby's gone and the curtains are like flapping. The door was open and going like this and the window was open. And I went, Mickey? And heard this from the depths of somewhere and then looked out the window and he had slid down the roof and was sat in the gutter. And there was like no way I could reach him. Then my God, the panic that ran through my body.
Oh my God.
Was horrendous. And I called my mum, because that's what you do.
That's what you always do, yeah.
She can do shit all, but she was like, I don't know what to do. Call my mum. Called my mum and she literally went, I don't know what I can do about it. And I was like, I just don't know what to do. Called the fucking fire brigade.
You did?
It was like called 999, being like, which department you need? And I was like, it's the fire brigade. And then like tried to explain as she was being like, it's because my cat's on. And then like went through and they went, what is the address of the emergency? And I was like, I gave my address and then went, I'm sorry, but my cat's fallen out the window. And they were so sweet. She went, oh, bless him. Oh, we'll be there really soon. Don't worry. I'm sure he's fine. Blah, blah, blah. And they were so great.
How long did they take?
3 minutes?
Shut the fuck up.
I know.
Oh my God.
They came with a siren.
Wait, oh my God.
Were 4 firemen down outside the house with a tarp in case he fell off the roof. There was a spotlight on him. Did you ever watching James the Giant Peach? Did you ever watch that?
I did not watch it, but I'm familiar with the story.
There is a bit in the movie at the end of the James the Giant Peach when he lands on top of the Empire State Building with the peach, and in New York, obviously.
in
the
Las
Empire State
Vegas.
Building in Austin, Texas, famously. And there's like, and there's all these people out the window, and they're looking up, and this little girl reaches out the window and goes, "Officer, there's a boy up there!" And then there's a spotlight on him in the beach, and that is literally all it was like. Because all the neighbors were out there like pointing up. There was a spotlight on him. There was a fucking tarp in case he fell off the roof. And then the lights were flashing and the siren was going and a cherry picker came up and he was freaking out. I was freaking out. The fireman was telling me to stop freaking out because I was freaking him out. And then essentially they got him back in the window.
Oh my God.
But it was a whole thing. And my poor, wonderful, wonderful friend who was there when it happened is there because she's had a breakup recently. So we were doing like proper like, let's just like have a really chill night.
Right.
And then my cat fell out the window. and she said to me after, she was like, I was sitting there for a bit going, the only thing that can make my whole life better right now is my best mate's cat dies in front of my eyes.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. What a way to forget about the breakup.
I know, it was great.
What a way. And also the fire brigade. Wow.
Oh my God, it's mental.
What a dream.
Sirens.
That's crazy, the sirens.
What? Obviously, I know that your last name is Green.
Yes. Why is it called the green card?
Do you have a green? Obviously, you have a green card.
It's not called the green card here. So basically, I've called it the green card because when I spent so much time and effort and money trying to get my visa to live over here. And it was all that I focused on for so long. And I had this vision that once I got it, everything would be fine. And that was not the case.
That is so it's so fucking great to talk about that stuff, though,
right?
Of the thing that you go like, oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be the thing that changes my life and makes everything better. And then you like go, you get it in your hand. You're like,
this is what I was waiting for.
It's the same.
Yeah. And it's like, I had so much anxiety about, like, I would just, so many breakdowns. I just, like, everything. I was like, I'll start hanging out with friends when I get the visa.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm only working so much because I need to focus on this thing.
Yeah.
But after, I'll be fine. I remember getting it, and like, was going into work, and there was so much difficulty with delivering. And then they said that I was going to deliver on the day that I was at work, and I got to work and I just started bawling. I'd only been there like a few days. And they're like, whoa, what's wrong? I'm like, my visa. And I'm just like, oh, and then you get it and you're like, all this for this document.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really more so like that I spent so much time isolated because I was focused on one thing.
Yeah.
And then that's why I wanted to start the podcast, to kind of just force myself to speak more to people. And because the years leading up to it were really hard for me. And I think that I didn't speak about it a lot. I think because I can be quite jovial and I do comedy. So I think people just kind of think everything's fine all the time.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'd get home and I'd be really sad and I'd just be in bed. And then I was in a toxic relationship kind of vibe. And everything was like, it's like I put all my things in those baskets.
Yeah.
So
when I get this, when this happens, everything will be okay. It's the same with things like eating disorders. You go, when I'm thin, when I'm this, when I'm that. And it represents so much. And it's really fucking annoying that you only realize how much it represents when actually the thing happens. And you're like, oh shit, it's not actually about the green card.
Yeah.
And it's almost, I think the word excuse is wrong, but it's like it's a focus.
It's focus. And it's hard not to fixate like I fixated on the visa, I think, because I was like, oh, it just symbolizes so much more of like, then I'm worthy of being here because I've worked so hard to do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, then I'll go and date more, and there won't be any excuses or time frames of leaving.
Yeah.
And then I got it, and I'm like, I'm scared to date.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. That's a really scary thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put myself out there, and I can't go out with somebody on a Friday night, because even if I don't have a show, I'll probably want to do a show. And then you like think about all that and you're like, oh fuck, I should probably work on that.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
What is your favorite green thing?
My favorite green thing right now, I'm really loving matcha.
Oh yeah,
I love matcha. I love it. Yeah. I'm so here for matcha.
I had a matcha cookie the other day. It was
Did you?
Slapped my brains.
Oh, I'm just so here for it. It's a nice little high.
Yeah.
Nice little
Yeah.
What's your favorite green thing?
My ex-boyfriend's eyes.
This is why I love you so much, because we're both the same in that, like, my ex-boyfriend's eyes.
My ex's eyes.
That's it. That's so. I'm obsessed. Oh my god!
I really like these trousers I've got on, actually.
I love them.
I wore these specifically.
Did you?
Because of the green.
Oh my god!
These are actually probably my favorite green things at the moment.
I love them. Yeah. They're great.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of like boyfriends, exes, do you know the 36 questions that lead to love?
No.
Do you know? It's like someone, I should know more about it, but but basically there's these 36 questions, and they've done research and they say that if you go through these questions, there's a specific order, or like there's like 3 sections of like how vulnerable they are, then it leads more to love, because you become more open with people. And I love asking my guests a question, maybe a few, depending on the vibe.
Oh my god, I love this! I'm so excited.
We can answer. Sometimes it's like, but then let's see. Okay, this is a good one. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
I would love and I'm guessing we could go like, when it's anything, it could be like, you could be like, I want to be able to fly. Or is it something within like the realms of possibility?
Should we do one that's not possible of our knowledge?
I think like, because even if it was among the things of being like, I could go fly, or I could be invisible, I genuinely would really love to not fear people. I am very, very afraid of, I cannot, even if I have been hurt by someone, I find it, especially with women, and I think it's because I love women so much, I admire them. I'm also deathly afraid. And I think that comes from being at an all-girls boarding school. But I desperately seek the approval of women. And if I have been hurt, if I've been hurt by someone, I will very rarely say that thing hurt me. And I often...
To them or to
them.
yourself?
To myself, I say it all the time. Like, I'm right there being like, that fucking hurt. But then they'll go, oh, are you okay? And I'll be like, yeah, my God, I'm totally fine. Even if they sort of came to me, actually, no, that's not true. I will leave it up to people to come to me to say, did that hurt you? And only then will I go, yeah. And that's not their responsibility to do that. If I have been hurt, it's only my responsibility to go, that thing really upset me. I'm very afraid of doing that because I feel like if I say to someone, hey, that thing kind of sucked. Yeah. They'll either go, you fucking kidding me? Like, you've done this, this, and this, and this, and this. And I'll just be like, I'll handle. Or they'll go, I don't need you in my life. Yeah. It's like I want to be as little trouble for people as possible. And I think...
It's a hard place to be because sometimes people take advantage of that. And then it just makes you feel powerless.
Really powerless. And then I often find that even if someone says to me, this thing that you did upset me or whatever, I will very, very quickly, even before I even take the pause to digest what's been said and actually see how I feel about it, even though I can acknowledge that what I've done might have hurt someone, but also going, okay, I feel like there's a lack of communication here. Right. I will take all the responsibility for it. And I know it's a way of me just like having control over the situation, of being able to go, if I can take this pain away from you that I have seemingly caused, if I can take that and hold it and take care of it, then you don't have to have it. And therefore I don't need to worry about it becoming this big amorphous blob that's going to take over the city and destroy the world. Yeah. I would really, if I could, and when someone says something about you and it's upsetting, and people go like, why do you care? Like, why do you care so much what people think? I'm like, I just fucking do.
Did you ever watch Recess?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I rewatched it recently.
I love it. That's my go-to, Sunday.
It's on Disney.
Yes.
That's great.
The episode where TJ Detweiler spends the whole recess...
TJ
Detweiler, my crush.
I was just about to say that. Obsessed. So fair.
People be like, who do you like in school? TJ Detweiler.
TJ Detweiler.
I was so obsessed.
So good. Yeah.
The episode where he spends the whole recess trying to get this guy to like him. Yeah. I always think about that. Yeah. Because it's like, I hate conflict so much, and when people don't like something about me, it stresses me out, and it's like, oh my God, but there must be a way to get you on board, because I can't live with this unsettled thing.
Yeah. 100%. I can't live with the fact that you don't like me, even though we don't really need each other in our lives. Yeah. For some reason, it means so much that you don't think I'm a shit person.
But even if you don't like them, and it's really upsetting. So and when people say, why do you care? I think it's it kind of belittles your thoughts, because it's like, it's hard not to care. It's really hard not to settings.
Care. Yeah. 100%. I wish that I didn't take things quite so personally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Me
take
too.
Things very personally.
Every little thing is personal to me.
I'm very sensitive, which is, I think it's a wonderful thing in some respects, but like, it also means that things hurt a lot. Yeah. And it's just like, it's just annoying. It's just like, I fucking wish this didn't bother me.
I think I wish to have the quality of like not caring what people think. Yeah. I wish I could live, and it'd also be interesting to see what that life looks like. Yeah. Because everything, I overthink so much about like if I've hurt somebody, or if
it consumes you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be, if I could wake up tomorrow and just kind of like, to an extent also because we need to, in some respects, we need to care about people's emotions and opinions, but like to just not let that feeling be the be all and end all of like, I cannot function in my day because I think this person is annoyed at me. Right. if I could not have that.
But also like the not caring about how I'm perceived.
Yeah.
I think I spend so much time worrying about like, oh, like I want them to like me, but I also want them to find me attractive. If they don't find me attractive, then I've lost value in some way.
100%.
And I spend so much time fixating on that, like so much time like worried about what I look like or what I'm wearing, or if it doesn't look right. And I would love to just take all that out, and then it'd be so interesting to see what I could focus on if it wasn't that.
Yeah. But that energy was being put elsewhere.
Yeah.
That like thought time was being put
I
elsewhere.
could be a scientist.
Yeah. I could probably be an astronaut.
Yeah. I'd be in space right now.
Like probably. It's like, look, you know, when you get that screen time thing on your phone, it's like last week you spent an average of 7 hours on a phone. If there was a thing that came up being like last week you spent an average of 12 hours thinking about what other people think about you.
That would be it.
That would be it.
Oh my God. That'd be, and it'd be like, it should have been 13 hours.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, it's been down by 5 minutes. That's fucking brilliant.
Oh my God. It's that'd be the best.
Yeah.
That'd be the best app ever.
Yeah.
Maybe that's that. Hello AI. Let's get on it.
Guys, have we got $1 million idea for you?
We've changed women's life forever.
But I think that would be my thing.
Yeah.
Long-winded answer, but yeah.
I'd resonate with that. Thank you. I think so. That was deep. Oh wow, we hit it.
We hit it.
Now this one is pretty deep.
Go on.
Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice. I'm your partner in this.
Okay.
Wow, I'm lucky.
Lucky
thing. Ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. Also ask your partner to reflect back to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen.
Oh shit.
Is this too in love for us?
We're already in love. It's okay.
Yeah, we are. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. A personal problem. Oh, I think like the biggest one for me, and has been the biggest ongoing one, is that when I had a nervous breakdown when I ended up in rehab, I lost like 3-4 of my like closest friends.
And was that because?
It was because I hadn't been communicating and I'd been keeping things secret. And I think doing it quite selfishly, but also in a way that I know that I was very unwell. And I was being controlled by something, by an illness. And I would never, in being, you know, in a path of recovery, I would never ever keep secrets like that now. And there is part of me that really wants to reach out to these friends to see if they would be willing to have a conversation.
Right.
There is part of me that really fears a negative response. And there is part of me that goes, do I actually need to go backwards?
Yeah.
Do I need that?
Yeah.
Who am I doing that for? Am I doing that for me and for the highest good, or am I doing that because there's part of me that's still hanging on to the before time?
I think there's a bit of the uneasiness of having people that don't like you in a period of time.
Yeah.
But it's a difficult space to be in because you weren't in a good place in that time. So I think sometimes we're programmed to be like, any type of selfishness is bad.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's you're kind of reacting and you have to be worried about yourself. I think it's a hard one. I think really figuring out which one of those things it is. And also it's the fear element. I think that worries me when I think about things like that have happened. I have a friend who, you know, it's a similar situation. I was not in a good place and I wasn't there for them in the space that they needed me to be in. And I think there's fear of them not understanding where I was coming from.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also the fear of being like not a good friend.
Yeah.
And like not for your instance of not communicating. Gosh,
that's definitely like that's my like overriding problem.
Because you think about it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, much less than I used to.
Right.
Much less because I'm living. There was a long time when after that when I was just still so unwell and unhappy, and now I see that the 180 that my life has done since being in sobriety and recovery and healing my nervous system, that my life is much greater. I said great sounds so weird, but it's much more, there's nothing about it that's there's no big grand Met Gala thing. Yeah. It's just the peace. I feel so much more peaceful than I ever did. There's not this wound up spring waiting to go off, and so I'm is it worth disturbing my peace? But then I sort of going, I know that I have hurt and I have been hurt.
Yeah.
And does that need to be smoothed? Do I need to turn that crunchy peanut butter into smooth peanut butter?
Ooh, what an analogy.
Oh my God.
I think it's a hard one. I think you have to really balance is it worth disrupting your peace and what it is that, because it's scary.
Yeah,
it's really scary because the negative response and also what that does.
Exactly. And maybe I'm just not ready. Maybe I'm just still not ready.
Yeah.
And maybe they're not ready, and maybe opportunity will present itself and that time will come.
Have you not tried to reach out, or no? A little bit?
No. I've sent happy birthday messages.
No responses?
And I've just been I've avoided situations, but I think there's also a part of me that really wants to prove what a different person I am.
Right.
And go I know that you knew me in that capacity, but I was really unwell. And go look at me now.
Yeah.
And I don't really know who that's for. And maybe they do. I reckon I'm just I think things will happen as they happen. And friends are like the tide a lot of the time, that they sort of they come and go, but the good ones will always come back, and you sort of eke out these relationships.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're closer and sometimes they're further away. And it is, again, just the surrender and the trust. About going, it's okay. This is not as apocalyptic as you think it is.
Right.
And many people have been in this situation and many people have passed through it.
Right.
My other question is it okay for me to buy my boyfriend clothes?
Because you don't like the clothes that he wears? Are you going to buy him knit sweaters?
I think I want to buy him
and some glasses.
Yeah. Am I trying to turn him into something? Am I going to buy him a piano and go play it? Go on. Sit down.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
Oh my God. I don't think it's wrong.
No, I think it's cute. I think it's cute.
When's his birthday? His
birthday's on Christmas Day. Idiot.
Yeah.
And he's a Capricorn. And my mum went, oh, he's a funny little goat man. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, he's a funny little goat man. Capricorn.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah. I love this for you.
Thank you.
I'm here for it.
Thank you.
Well, this has been the best this time.
I love it.
Thank you so much for coming on the pod.
So welcome.
You were the very best. I love you lots.
Love you lots.
Do you want to plug anything coming up? Well, we talked about your podcast. That's absolutely amazing.
It's just my podcast, Why Do You Think You've Got No Friends? Found on all streaming platforms. We have wonderful guests, and we talk about recovery and different aspects of mental health and everything that comes with it in a very gentle and loving and very funny way.
So funny. I love it.
Funny. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. I love you lots.
I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.